Welcome back to Talk to Me in Korean, everyone. I'm Hyunwoo, and this is why you might want to avoid using she after a person's name in certain occasions. You might already know that she is the word that you add after a person's name to address someone or to get their attention. We use it a lot in our essential Korean curriculum lessons, as well as in our 비빔챗 episodes. 비빔챗 is a series where you can listen to natural Korean conversations. You can also hear it very frequently in Korean dramas and movies because people call each other so-and-so she all the time, like 현우 씨, 경은 씨, 승환 씨, 예지 씨, etc. So when you divide the Korean language mainly into two politeness levels, formal and casual, calling somebody so-and-so she definitely falls into the formal category because you wouldn't use it with your close friend's name. But there are times that you shouldn't use it, and in fact, if you use she in the wrong situations, you might seriously offend some people, and let me tell you why. So as a general rule, you want to be careful when you use she after someone's name if they are older than you, because calling someone so-and-so she is often viewed as just giving the bare minimum respect. So for example, let's say you're 30 years old and your coworker Sumin is 40 years old, 30-40, okay? Sumin might be offended if you just call her Sumin she instead of at least calling her Sumin 님 or by another more appropriate job position title like 과장님 or 팀장님, and this is because Sumin was probably expecting more respect from you. Another example, you recently met some people over dinner, and there's this guy whose name is Minsu and he's a few years older than you. After the dinner, you exchanged phone numbers, and the next day you texted Minsu saying, "Hey, Minsu 씨, nice meeting you." Upon receiving your text, Minsu might be offended because he's older and was maybe expecting more than that from you. But if someone is addressing a group of people and calling out each participant's name, like 선현우 씨, 최경은 씨, 유승환 씨, you won't mind it if the person or the speaker is younger than you and calling you so-and-so she, because it's just part of this official formal procedure. It's not personal, okay? So here's a good rule of thumb. Don't use she when the other person is expecting a rather high respect or honorific attitude from you, mainly because, you're younger than them. And the reason that we address each other by saying so-and-so she in our lessons at Talk to Me in Korean is because we're all equal partners and co-workers as Korean teachers in our video lessons and audio lessons. We don't need any hierarchy among ourselves within our video content, right?
경은 씨는 있으셨어요? 저도 승환 씨랑 비슷한 걱정을.
But what about off camera? We actually use something different, which is so-and-so 님, because this sounds more respectful than she. So it's like this. If people of different ages in a group all call each other so-and-so she, the younger people will be fine with it, but the older ones might find it slightly annoying. But if everybody calls each other so-and-so 님, 누구누구 님, it feels like everybody's being equally respected. So at the Talk to Me in Korean office, we always address each other by our names plus 님. I call 예지, 예지님. 승환 calls 경은, 경은님. And this is becoming more and more common in many other workplaces too. And even outside of workplaces as well, we definitely see that people tend to prefer using so-and-so 님 over so-and-so she more and more in various occasions. So the next time you hear people use she or 님 after someone's name, pay extra attention to the dynamics and relationships between those people. It'll be really interesting to see. So now I hope you understand why some people might be offended when you add she to their name. And depending on your relationship with the other person, there are many titles you will need to learn in the future, like 고객님 if you're a service rep talking to a customer, or 어머님 if you are a school teacher talking to a parent, etc. But that's for a different lesson. And I would like to thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and share it with your friends, and also check out our website at talktomeinkorean.com for our full systematic Korean curriculum. I'll see you there. 감사합니다. And by the way, as for what you can call me in the comments, you can choose either Hyunwoo 씨. I've been called Hyunwoo 씨 for a really long time by you guys, and I'm fine with it. And Hyunwoo 님 is okay, and Hyunwoo 선생님 is fine. You can just say, hey Hyunwoo, and continue typing in English, but you need to add at least 씨 or 님 or Hyunwoo 형 or Hyunwoo 오빠, or it's not my favorite, Hyunwoo 아저씨 after my name. Okay? And that's it for this video. I'll see you next time.